What is up, guys? It's Tony here, and today we are doing an iPhone 5 video here. We're going to be basically showing you a few apps that I found on the iPhone 5 that are updated to the screen size, so you guys have about 10 apps to play with to test out your new iPhone 5 as you have it on your first day here. I kind of noticed that a lot of my favorite apps that I really wanted to see with the full screen were not working. For example, Fruit Ninja and all the other great games, and it's like that on the App Store. So I wanted to make sure that some of my fans weren't in the same boat as me and had some apps at least that they knew were updated so they could play with them. Some of these apps you may not be familiar with, so I will be going over some of the features they have and explaining how they ran on the 4S in comparison to the 5 rather. And let's go right into it. Let's go with the Flipboard. So Flipboard here is a awesome RSS feed reader and compiler that basically takes all of your RSS feeds, which is basically just random news sites that you enjoy, and sticks them all together, and you basically get a beautiful experience, and you get lots of awesome stories and interesting little things that you might not have heard otherwise. And it's probably the best way for someone who's not very in tune with news to get their news daily dosage, I guess. And you can get lots of cool cover stories here, and you can tap to them right from the start here. A little bit of text stories over here, and it's very cool because you get a lot more content with the new screen, and you can basically get bigger images in addition to the content, which is very nice. So now let's move on to another news app. This is CNN. Lots more. Obviously, I was looking at the Paris Hilton story there. No big deal. Don't mock me. Don't mock me. Anyway, so you can basically get a lot more information here. You can also get some beautiful ads. Everyone loves those ads. And it's just, nice, get a lot more information. And of course, if you go into a video, you get a random guy with ugly hair. No, that's not what you get. You get widescreen video, which is very awesome with the new 16:9 aspect ratio. And also, if you, whatchamacallit, I wish I can do it. I can't. There it is. You get related videos. I believe it's when you swipe, and it's kind of a cool little. It's slanted a bit. It's kind of cool, awesome interface programming here, and you can basically watch some more videos. A very cool interface they have here, and of course another ad. Gotta love those. And so you get the nice widescreen shot. So a lot of cool new things featuring the new iPhone 5 in that app. Now let's move on to Tweetbot, which is an awesome Twitter app. Once again, just lots of information, extra information. That's really all there is to say about the Tweetbot app. Lots of extra information. And, yep, that's pretty much that. I will have prices at the bottom there. I'm sure you guys see that, or I'll have them in the description if I didn't find the time to do that. And all this time I've been talking about more and more information. How about less information? Let's see this app. Bam, look at that. There's barely any information on this. And that's a good thing. It's good to have an aesthetic design where instead of just having loads of information plastering the screen and overwhelming you, it's just simple. And it just gets right to the point. Las Vegas, 79 degrees, whatever. In addition to that, if you do need more information, bam, you get didn't work. Bam, you get a 5-day forecast. And you know what? It doesn't really add to the mess. It just basically gives you a nice little 5-day forecast there at the bottom, and you still get your nice little simple view at the top. So it definitely takes advantage of how much real estate they have in this app, and I think it's a great little app there, this little weather application. Definitely better than the original one that comes with the iPhone. Next up, we got this clear to-do list doohickey, and I'm trying to focus here. Whoops, okay, so I'm kind of spoiling stiff things. Now I'm trying to. There we go. Alright. So there you go. I have a nice list of things to do. I got homework, of course, which for some reason won't let me go in and do my homework. Okay. So I got English 101 essay, all that stuff. Study unit circle. Shopping list, the typical stuff, eggs, bread, and all that stuff. And, of course, at the bottom, the least important things, Coke and Oreos. I should reverse that, and you can, move. Whoops. I'm kind of getting in your way there, and for some reason, things are popping up. I can move that up to the top. And it's a very cool little app for organization. Add a new one, you just tap at the bottom, and there it is. Or you can put things in between by spreading or pinching to go back to this beginning. And of course, why I hate the iPhone 5. You know, the metal scratch is easy, lightning is slow, sapphires are a lie. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. And of course, it's too light. It's just too damn light. I don't like it. Anyway, also I got video ideas. Oh wait, I have 0 video ideas. And it gives you a little quote when you don't have any video ideas. Little Shakespeare there. And there we go, ideas. And apparently I have an idea for a water-powered car. So yeah, this is a pretty cool app. You can just basically have a to-do list. If you don't have like a personal agenda or anything like that for your classes in school, I use this constantly as a little personal agenda. So I know what I need to do every day, homework-wise. Very cool stuff. And yeah, that's that. Then iMovie, which is, looks pretty much the same to me. I mean, nothing special. Until you turn it sideways. Bam! Look at that. I mean, you get all these extra controls on the left and right side this time, and you get the full widescreen video playing there, and a massive timeline. I mean, they added a whole centimeter. You got to realize that. So you get more controls and a bigger timeline, which is awesome when you're editing. Real estate is always a huge deal when you're editing, even if it is like a very small amount. Very cool deal here. So I think it's definitely worth having if you want to do any sort of editing at all on the iPhone. So that's that. Moving on to the hockey. This is air hockey. If you guys remember back in the day, they actually did add air hockey apps constantly to the iPhone because they felt it was the perfect platform to have an air hockey app on. But the thing I always found is that there wasn't much room to play air hockey. It was, oh, look at that, I scored. I'm a boss. Look at that. Fucking skill right there. There wasn't really a lot of room to play air hockey on, and what I mean is like the screen was more like a square than a rectangle, so you couldn't see really the whole thing. It wasn't very realistic. But this app definitely does have a very realistic proportion of how big the playing field is, and also in addition to that, it has a very cool 3D engine going on. And you can definitely see that they're taking advantage of the iPhone's graphics processing, which is very nice. Now let's get out of there, and let's go to Minecraft, which is beautiful on the new iPhone. I mean, now you have, of course, the widescreen view, which is usually how you play Minecraft on your PC or Xbox, so it's a lot more like it is on the Xbox and everything like that. You can get more blocks, I think, per view. And in addition to that, there's literally not one bit of lag. I remember as I was digging on my iPhone 4S when I first got the Minecraft Pocket Edition, it was very laggy at times. But this really doesn't have an ounce of lag. I literally screwed around on a map and just dug holes and stuff like that. Didn't get one little bit of lag. I wonder how it performs with TNT, if there is TNT yet. But of course, yes, they are adding loads of new things to the version here. I think they just added TNT actually and creepers. So you can definitely mess around with that. It's constantly getting updated, and it's an awesome game. Awesome game there. Tiny Tower. If you've played Tiny Tower before, you basically just build up a massive structure, floor by floor. And one of the cool things about this game on the iPhone 5 is you can actually see like double the amount of floors that you could see on 4S. On the 4S, you can only see like 2.5, 3. On this, you can see 4 or maybe even 5. I'm not really sure. I didn't really play it at all on the iPhone 5 yet, but it's very cool. You can have more space. All these vertical apps are going to be very awesome on this new screen. Tetris is going to be one of the apps that are probably going to look really cool. And speaking of vertical apps, Temple Run is probably going to be one of my favorite apps on the new iPhone. I used to play a lot of this. I haven't played it in a while, but seeing it on this new screen, that's a lot more space. I think it just looks really cool on the 16:9 widescreen rather than that little, almost square-like rectangle. So it's very cool. I like how Temple Run came out, and I like how I just fail non-stop. But yeah, so that's my top 10 apps for the iPhone 5, taking advantage of the new screen and processor. Love the new processor. I really haven't seen any hiccups on any games, including some of the other higher definition games that aren't optimized yet, but I'm waiting for that. And that's pretty much it. I am Tony. If you guys want to see more videos like this, you want to see more comparisons to maybe the 4S and see my opinions on this phone, go ahead and subscribe and comment below and like if you enjoyed the video. That's pretty much it. I am Tony, and I'll see you guys next time.